Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right. In this video, I'll give you my thoughts about, or rather, an answer to a question. I got a gentleman from, I think, Germany or Europe, not too sure the location exactly. And the person said, why you such a, why you so close-minded towards the LGBTQ movement? What exactly is your problem? And especially you're staying in a place like Thailand where there are so many lady boys and like, why? Why do you hate them? Okay, and what is your problem with them? So in this video, I thought I need to answer giving logical sense as to what is my problem, and you can tell me if what I'm saying makes sense or not. Okay, and please, before you even watch the video, want to make it very clear: my video is not hatred towards the LGBTQ plus whatever alphabet community. However, it is sharing concern, especially where children are, where you focus on children, and yes, the damaging effects it'll have on children. Okay. Before I do start, if you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I am a personal branding coach, consultant, strategist. My specialization is focusing and helping people with jobs in the Middle East, Dubai specifically, through resume rebranding, interview coaching, personal branding, whatever. And people book my services for personal and professional coaching, whether life, love, marriage, whatever. If they want a different opinion, they book my services, or business, whatever. Okay. Details are put down below. You can check it out. So now, let me give you, coming to the topic, let me focus on this article by Daily Mail Online. Okay. Bud Light had this Toronto Pride Parade. Okay. So, this Pride Parade, which they have it in all parts of the world. They have like in US and this thing. And if you actually see the videos of these parades, they have people dressed up in various colors, and they shout, okay, one love, and we love you and you love us, and let us bring love and not hate. Let's not discriminate. And all these feel good messages are there. But as you see this color and this grandeur and this celebration, very soon you'll start seeing people with colored hairs, nose rings, earrings, this, that. That is also fine. But then as you see further, there you'll start seeing people dressed up in outfits which are rather questionable, like they'll wear leather outfits. In fact, there is one video that I saw in Germany where they're not only wearing leather outfits, but it's like piercings on the nipple, men with piercings on the nipple, and that is also fine. But then it starts being sexual in nature, whereby they're wearing ultra tight outfits. Like you can see one guy with his butt cheeks clearly shown. He's walking, he's wearing pants, but his butt cheeks are out. Now you'll say, Loy, what is the problem? Well, the problem is in these parades, you have children. You have small children over there. In fact, this article that you can see, this one is, this lady is, she's not wearing anything at the top. She has just put an X with the sticker covering her nipples, and she is just showing her breasts. And there are children, huh? By the way, there was one video where I saw a boy dressed up in leather, like a thong and this and that. A sexy outfit. He's a boy, huh? A small boy. He's, I think, 7 or 8. And they made him put lipstick and all that, and he's doing splits and all that, and men are like, yeah, and they're doing that. And he's wearing high heels, and he's licking his tongue and on something, and okay, tell me if that is appropriate. And then see, look at this. You can see these guys who are walking here. These are 50-year-old men, part of the LGBTQ. And if you see the video, they are naked. Huh? These men are naked. And there are small children in this crowd, I want you to watch the video if you can get it somewhere. There are small children. Just here's my question to you. How would you feel if you have a small boy or girl, you have a son or daughter, who is watching the private parts of a fully grown man dancing and performing in front of your child? Would that be okay with you? Is my question. Now you'll say, Loy, parents should know where to bring them. My dear, this is a public event. This is a public event. The public is celebrating. It's a Republic Day, or it's like a celebration. It's like you have achieved something. You want to promote love. Is this appropriate? Now, what can be the solution? Yeah, do it quietly. Do it where only adults are there. But now here's the problem. There are videos which have been circulating in my WhatsApp groups where small children, it's so disturbing, I don't even want to share or show, where small children are made to sit on a stage, near a stage, and I don't know whether this is a guy or girl, but he's wearing extremely inappropriate clothes, like a thong where you can see butt cheeks and the top, and doing all sexual kind of dances, and like the chair is kept there and they spread the legs. What? Please explain to me, how is this appropriate? It's not one video, multiple videos. And then they have this concept of drag shows, which, okay, fine. A guy wants to dress up like, if it was a fancy dress competition and people are just covered but acting funny, I don't mind that. But when you start showing your genitalia covered with a cloth in front of small children, is that appropriate? I really want you to tell me. Like, you'll say, Loy, you're cherry picking. My dear, Joe Biden invited that transgender, that man who has undergone surgery. And what did this guy do? After shaking hands with the president, he showed his breasts. He just covered with it. He showed his breasts. It's surgically whatever, enhanced. And then there was a female who has cut off her breasts, and now they call it a chest, and given injection where there's a beard. You're showing all this. Just think about it. If a child sees all this and thinks this is normal behavior, in fact, the education, most of the videos, I check a lot of YouTube videos where parents are fighting with the school board because instead of ABC, now they have books on GBC. You don't have to take my word, just Google search, you'll find that GBC. They even have books which explain what is oral sex, where one guy gave another guy oral sex and it is called love, or a girl and a girl doing, and she put a hand here. You're talking of fifth grade or fourth grade. Teachers in TikTok, they are telling children, if your mom doesn't understand your dad, join my group. We will support you. And they are, I don't know, it's like, these conspiracy theorists, they say, the pedophilia ring or something. It's actually happening. Before I used to listen to Alex Jones and I used to think, like, what nonsense is this? Like, what nonsense is it? Now, when I listen, I'm like, bloody hell, what he said is making sense. It's actually like promoting sex to small children. There are so many of these teachers. Imagine they are teachers. Sometimes I feel the reason why they took up a job as a teacher is because they get access to children. Just imagine if your child goes and the teacher is discussing about sexuality, about it's okay if you feel like this. Do you want to try something new? Come on, man. If someone had this thing, if that's whichever school, suppose my daughter is going, and they would have put this, I would have stopped. I'm telling you this, I would have absolutely stopped my child going to that school, and I'd tell her, stop for a year. You can go to the village where outdated education, but education that fits the values which we follow. See, I'll tell you right now, these young boys and girls who are in Canada, who are in US, who are in the West, they have access to TikTok, they have access to Instagram, and they keep looking at these videos of people who have just undergone surgery and they say, "Oh, I feel so free. Wow, I feel empowered." Even there are girls who have chopped healthy breasts and they're taking testosterone. So obviously, you'll feel like macho. I feel like complete. If you are feeling this thing, girls, they are so confused when they're young because their body goes through changes. They go through puberty. They're confused. They don't know what to do. But imagine the solution is chop your breasts, take hormones, permanent damage. There are these Instagram and TikTok videos where if a girl wants to undergo a surgery or a boy wants to undergo surgery of any, whether it's for anything big, let's say they want to just tie up their tubes, okay, for a girl, tie up her tube so she cannot have children. Okay, the doctor would say, no, wait, wait. Okay, if they are young, they say you need parental consent. And if they are old enough, they say just wait, give it a few years. And they would advise them not to undergo a surgery. But if a young child were to go to these doctors and nurses and all these uh, clinics which are there in the West, they don't have any consultation, nothing. They encourage them to go immediately towards taking hormone, puberty blockers, testosterone, even undergo surgery if they are a certain age. Tell me, if a child wanted to get a tattoo, would you allow? Any sensible parent would say, no, that's not the age. Once you cross 20, once you become an adult, then get a tattoo. That's what they say when they talk about a tattoo. But now they're saying it's okay to get an approval from a doctor to chop your breast, to chop your private parts, to surgically do something there. And it's irreversible. That is my problem with this LGBTQ movement, where they are not normal, they are having emotional, mental issues, and they are encouraging other people who have confusion. They don't have mental issues or any, they're encouraging them to join them. It's There's such a price to pay. We have not seen it now. You're going to see it after 5 years, after 5 years, 10 years. Take it from me. In writing, I'll give you. You'll see everything that they have done, where they're feeling good of taking testosterone and injections, it'll backfire. They'll start gaining weight. They'll start having so many complications. They'll have to shell out money. They'll have body pains. They'll mental trauma. Suicide rates will increase. And when these same medical companies will be taken to court with multiple lawsuits, the problem is by the time these clinics or these people who have the money, and they would have sold their business and run away. They made their money. But that generation that undergoes this, they will suffer like it's just imagine you chop a part of your body, you'll never get it back. That is my problem with the LGBTQ movement. I don't care whether you prefer man to man or woman to woman. For me, your sexual preference is your sexual preference. You want to dress up like a girl or dress up like a guy, no problem. But the minute you start flashing your private parts to a child, I'm sorry, that is not acceptable. When you start gyrating and doing sexy stuff, or to a small 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you're talking of what is a blowjob and how to finger and come on, man. And the biggest one of all is when you encourage them to, uh, mutilate your body. Just because you did it, you as a 30, 40-year-old, you're encouraging a small child. See, I have tattoos on my face. I have tattoos on my body. There's not a single. You can even check my videos, which I put not now, maybe many years ago. I've told them, never get a tattoo until you cross 30, 35. Sometimes I even tell them, until you're 40, don't get it. And especially if someone is like a Muslim or Christian family, if your family is conservative and religious, never. I don't know what is our world coming to here. Call me by my pronouns, call me this. Can The discussion with politicians is, can a woman have a penis? Can a man get periods? And they're actually having these discussions in Congress. How many genders? Oh, there are unlimited genders. There are as many as the mind wants. Man, woman, male, female, XX, XY. That they'll agree. Male and female. Genders is, oh, it's in your mind. Anything you want. A guy with a penis can be girl. Yeah, why not? You're a girl. It's like Piers Morgan. I'm a two-spirit penguin. I identify as a cat. Oh, what's wrong with that? Oh, okay, you have to call me a black lesbian. I identify myself as that. What's your problem? No, but you're not that. According to who? According to you? I don't know what our world is becoming. Oof. That is why sometimes I think, oh my goodness. But one thing I can assure you, I don't know about other people's children. I don't know about what is happening in the West. My child, if they dare start this in their school, which they'll never. That is why I never wanted to have my family in the West or the Western culture. I'm very happy we are backward like this, traditional culture. I'm very happy with that. As backward as possible, stick to the values. Very happy. And yes, once my child does become an adult, working, earning her own, then you think of gay, lesbian, whatever you want. I would rather have my child focus more on a career, being independent, earning money, settling down, being independent, not even marriage, being independent. Father of a daughter, I would say be independent rather than my sexuality and my this. There is so much of emphasis on the sexuality and sexual. What about your career? What about your education? What about things that really matter? How will you pay your bills? All these people in the West, government gives them free money. They live hand to mouth. That's why they have the green and blue and, oh, I identify as a wolf. Oh, oh, they'll do. When you have no money to pay your bills, no, then I identify as a sheep, goat, horse, monkey, whatever. All will go. Like this, when you're hungry for a couple of days, you'll become okay. It's an Indian saying, not a Western one. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree with me? And like I said, I'm not hating on them, but I'm hating the way things are going. And please, flashing private parts to children, I do not accept it. Teaching sexual stuff to small children, sorry, I don't accept it. Whatever movement, whatever alphabet, whatever modern thinking you have, some things which are not acceptable. And if you're one of those who supports all this, please unsubscribe from my channel. Please stay far away from me and my family, or me at least. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.